Okay, welcome live. I have an idea or something I want to share with you. My team is now a team of 60 some, and so I'm becoming a coach of a different variety inside my own business. And as you can imagine, I'm teaching so many different um, levels, those that are brand new to their job, those that have been in maybe their second or third job, those that are, directors and VPs. And so I've started to codify some of my learnings and put them on one pagers. So, what I'm going to do over the next couple of these LinkedIn Lives is I'm going to share snippets of learning. And this isn't just sales learning, this is actually for founders teaching their teammates best practices. And of course, this is something that as you grow a sales and marketing team, especially offshore resources, this is incredible knowledge transfer that you can do over and over again. So, with that, I'm going to use one of the first pieces. So, I'm going to visualize it and I'm going to tell it through a story. So, let me just share my screen. So, you should see my screen right now. I'm hoping that I'm actually sharing my screen. And ultimately, what I want to focus in on is storytelling and presentation. Think of all the presentations that you do: presentations to prospects, presentations to customers, to vendors, to banks, to channel partners, to employees, to future employees that you want to come work for you. This is the framework that I want you to think about using. You'll see me overtly communicate this when I'm doing a live demo in Discovery, or I'm presenting a new idea, or I'm presenting to the board or to our investors. I always back up and I frame it with my hands. Here is the situation. I literally pause and I use those words. I describe the situation on: here's what I just learned from the market, or here's what's happening with a customer, or here's what's happening in the finance industry that's affecting our banking credit, as an example. So I lay out in a paragraph or so that everybody understands. It's almost like bringing all of this knowledge or the past to this very moment so that they can understand, how did we get here? Okay. So that describes the situation that has happened or will happen. Next, I pause. I always kind of use my hands, the middle layer. The middle layer here. And you have a choice when you tell stories. When I'm doing sales pitches, as an example, sometimes I talk about it from the negative. Here, it's kind of like you're going down the yellow brick road. Here's the situation. And all of a sudden, you come to a fork in the road. The challenge is now that middle layer. The challenge is that if you choose the wrong path, the opportunity cost is you'll never get back on the path of the right path, and you're done forever. Or you can flip it and keep the conversation positive. So, situation is you're going down the yellow brick road, you come to a fork in the road. The opportunity is that if you choose one of two, you have 50% chance. If you choose one of the two paths correctly, you'll end up in the land of Oz. So, what you're defining, and you can use this for anything. Again, you're trying to acquire an investor or a customer, or you're trying to hire new talent, is you're defining the opportunity in front of them that is happening in their face or will occur. So they get it. And then the last is the recommendation. The last is you're either suggesting what to do next steps, or you might spell out, and this is going to come to another post that I'll talk about, the 131, but now we're making a direct recommendation on what to do next. Here are the action steps: 1, 2, 3. Here's when they're due. Here's the ramifications. When you spell things out like this, especially overtly in a demo and discovery call, you're trying to close a deal, you're trying to close bank financing, you're trying to close new talent for your business, it's so easy. Number one, people's brains think in threes, but it's so easy for everybody to go, okay, here, here, here. I totally get it. I find that so many people, they grow tree branches, they go off on these tangents, and then all of a sudden, you as the listener really struggle to keep track of, like, what was the central point of all this? Like, where are we in the framework? If you keep your storytelling and presentation, and the whole presentation, if this was a PowerPoint, the first bit of the conversation of the PowerPoint is, here's how we got here. The middle piece, the big unveil, the opportunity. On the last few slides, what we recommend, and here's the price, right? That's the framework. If you use this, I use it not every day, 5 times a day. I will use it at 8 in the morning. I'll have a job interview to try to secure new talent. At lunch, I'm presenting this to a business partner or an investor. And at 3 o'clock, I'm using it to try to win a new customer. The storytelling framework of S.O.R or S.C.R is used every day. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. I hope you found that really valuable and use that as your framework for storytelling in all facets of your business. Now, where this is really important is transfer this knowledge to your team. Because like my team deals with 100 customers and they have to learn the art of transferring their knowledge. Well, why is a project in this situation? Like, why is your website not performing? Or presenting them on an idea of a social post, or they're creating videos and they're trying to present the mood board or the storyboard for the video, getting them to think about focusing. Here's the situation, here's the opportunity, here's the resolution. I hope you found this valuable.